up and you only have about a month and a half to get your guesses in there, you could be entered to win one of 2 prizes you see right there. Now, most of Tucson's wrapped up at this point. Whenever it does come to that rain over the city, a lot of that heavier stuff now starting to approach Lukeville, south of 3 Points, but you're not seeing that same kind of lightning over that area. For Sierra Vista, you've had quite a bit over the last couple weeks. Still some lighter showers for you there. And Nogales, some's headed towards your direction right now. That's not going to be in the form of a thunderstorm or anything, but it does look like it could be some decent rainfall eventually headed towards that area. So let's go ahead and check in with Nogales, because Tucson, things are starting to wrap up just a little bit. If you're on over towards the east side of town, you're going to begin to see this area eventually reaching you. As far as this turning into a thunderstorm, that does look unlikely as a whole. Sitting right around 20,000 feet, so it's not going to be the tallest storm we're tracking that's headed towards your area. But if you are waiting for stronger thunderstorms, tomorrow could be a day to watch. We do have a marginal risk of severe weather, with your main threats being wind gusts, and of course we're also going to be looking at isolated pockets of heavy rain and lightning being something else. And as I mentioned with Eric earlier, I do think the timing is going to be earlier in the day versus what we had today. Most of us really didn't have a whole lot of that rain developing till after about 4:30 or 5 o'clock. I think it could happen as early as lunchtime tomorrow, depending on where you live. So it'll start off at the higher elevations. That's what we typically see. Closer towards around 2 or 3 o'clock, some light showers may be passing through. Now, when it comes to severe weather, I do think central Pima County over towards Ajo do have the best chance. And as we get into the evening, I think we're going to be all done by that point in time. We'll just have some leftover showers similar to what we had today. So when it comes to the main threats, wind, lightning, certainly big things to watch. But something we had today was dust out there. For those of you that didn't have a whole lot of rain, and there were quite a few of you around the Tucson area that told me you didn't have as much, I think dust is going to be most likely in those spots because you don't really have any of that rain holding down the dust from getting kicked up with the stronger winds. If you miss out on the rain tomorrow, there's still pretty good chances ahead on Monday. And even throughout the rest of the week, things are looking pretty good with rain chances. I do think they will begin to fizzle out, Eric, by the end of this work week, but so will the temperatures. And hopefully that's something we can look forward to, because it seems like we've been over 100 degrees forever at this point. I think
37 days in a row.
Yeah, so we're about to break a record here over the next few days. 39 is the record. We're definitely beating that at this point.
Man. And you'll be tracking it all. Not a fun one.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Now it is time for sports. Over to Jennifer.
Hey, Eric, we learned a lot about what to expect on the field from Eric.